The USC Race and Equity Center serves as a nexus of practice, policy, and research dedicated to eradicating the social ill of racism.
And how do you do that?
We do that through a number of different means. Part of that involves assessment and evaluation. So we are currently under the process of constructing the National Assessment of Collegiate Campus Climates, and what that is intended to do is to help colleges and universities make sense of the racial climate within which students are expected to live, work, and learn. And so that not only enables us to understand what their experiences are, but the way that racism as a structural and systemic form of power influences those experiences. So that's one aspect of it. Another piece of that is providing professional education and executive training for senior leaders in higher education who are looking to improve that climate to ensure that students have equal and equitable outcomes for their learning experiences in college.
That's amazing. You said a whole truckload of words.
I did.
That had no meaning.
Not to you.
So, and Slim, you agree with me that most black women are angry?
No, I won't agree with you on that.
Why not?
Because you can't make it. I don't know every black woman in the world that can't make that statement. Again, as my wife said, it's a stereotype.
Have you ever met one that was not angry?
You sound ridiculous right now, and this is not what we.
No, you brought it up, Star. So I didn't know.
No, you brought it up because of the article, and I'm trying to explain to you based on your tone of voice what it's not. And this is not what we agreed to interview for. We're thinking this is going to be a positive thing, and you're not making this a positive situation.
But it is positive.
No, it's not.
The truth is positive.
This is not the truth because this is baseless. You don't have any facts.
Your anger
you're going
is showing.
On stereotypes.
Star, your anger is showing.
I'm not angry. Okay, fine.
You upset my wife, and
let me just ask.
Here's the other.
You're saying, Dr. Owens, that you need data. Owens, that you need data to show that working as a janitor build character. You don't automatically know that will build character.
I'm a board certified psychiatrist, and I've never and depending on the different occupations, and there's a perception of different occupations, and I just don't see that occupation as being one that will automatically build character or build self-esteem.
And the only way,
are
you saying that the only way that you believe that is that you need data?
I'm telling you that, yes. I don't think you can make blanket statements.
That's
about
insane. But see, due to your anger, due to your anger and your racist attitude toward white Americans, that's what you're hearing. That's not what we are saying.
Let me tell you something, brother. My practice is predominantly non-African American.
That doesn't mean you're not. That doesn't mean that you're not. That doesn't mean that you're not a racist.
It's asinine.
That doesn't mean you're not a racist. I know. I don't need facts.
If you went into an inner city and took a cohort of students and you actually followed them and tracked them over 5-10-year period and came back and said, "This is what happened. This built character. This is how they felt after working as a janitor," then I would listen to you.
The one thing I know for sure.
Go ahead.
Black children has more of a chance of building character by working as a janitor than they do as a doctor, because look, you're like insane. You can't, everything has to be data for you. You've lost all of your common sense.
Let me share with you, black children, if they're educated,
you don't believe that hard work will build it.
Literate, that will build character.
No, it won't.
Education and financial literacy builds character.
That's
not working as a janitor.
That's not necessarily true. Look at Barack Obama. Barack Obama is educated. He lacked character.
Well, that's
Michelle. What do you people want?
What do I want?
Michelle.
When you say you people, what do you mean?
The complaining black people, blaming others for the failure of their parents and their lives, blaming others for whatever it is you complain about. What is it exactly do you want from white people?
First of all, I'm just going to take a breath. And
I'm trying to find out what you want.
What's your nationality?
American.
Are you white?
I'm black American.
Oh, okay.
What do you want?
You Caucasian.
Oh, you do? And why do you think that? Why do you think
that? Because you seem to separate yourself from us, should I say?
In
put
what
us on
way?
the other side
In what
of the
way?
fence. In the ways that you specified thus far.
Meaning what? Tell me. Give me an example and tell me what you mean.
How you mean? What do you people want from white people? Meaning that I'm not with you.
Oh, okay. I got
just y'all by yourself, right?
Let me explain why I do that. What you don't know is that there are two realities in life. One is that of good and one is that of evil. And now that I've been able to overcome evil, I don't identify with angry, evil black people. I identify with other blacks and others who are on the side of good. And so that's why I say you people, because I have to divide myself or separate myself from evil and go along with good. So that's why I do that.
What is it that makes us evil?
I'm sorry, your anger, your blaming others for your problems, your lack of love and respect for yourself and others.
Okay.
Are you comparing white Americans to the Nazis?
We could.
And that's what you're doing?
Could.
Are you doing that?
We could. Yes, we very well could, because
I said, are you doing that?
Yes, because the extermination campaign, against African men in America is no different than the Nazi extermination campaign of European Jews. They are identical. What is being done to black men now? You have concentration camps in America right now called prisons. 95% of black people in those prisons are not there because they committed a crime. They're there because they cannot afford adequate, decent representation.
Well, why did they need representation? Why did they? Hold on. Hey, hold on.
Represented on death row.
Why did they need representation? Did they do anything that required?
Because they've been charged.
Okay, so they did something that required them to need it.
False crime.
Hold on, I want to go back to something else you said.
Was being black.
Dr. Johnson, hold on a minute.
The crime they committed was being black, my brother.
Okay, calm down.
No, I'm calm. I'm very calm.
No, calm down. That's dialogue.
But
you said that the government... So when
we're on the telephone, it may appear that I'm not calm, but I'm quite calm. I'm laying in my hotel bed, as a matter of fact, talking to you. When I hear people talk about black fathers at home, ask the mafia. What's the mafia? You can't get no more family values than them.
So are you in support of black fathers being home to help raise their children?
No. Let me tell you something, brother. Let me tell you something. When I was in the military, I didn't have no family. But had I had a family, nobody told me if you go and get killed, it won't be a black man at home. How is it as long as America is sitting in a situation where I'm killed and I can't come back? My family, they never tell not one soldier, and I don't know how many people you know if you've been in the military, ask them, have they ever told you there's a possibility you can be killed and your family be affected by it? Okay?
Well, let me ask you this way. I'm black and slow, so I'm missing the point here. Black children are suffering today primarily due to the lack of father and mothers in the home. 70% are born out of wedlock, and that is having a negative effect on the lives of these black children. Do you agree with that or disagree?
No, I do not agree with that. I think it's an insult to say that to black women.
Why is that? It should be an insult that they're having 70% of their children. I mean, that 70% of black children are born out of wedlock. That should be the insult.
Okay, then how many white children is born out of wedlock?
It doesn't matter. It's still wrong for black people to be doing it.
I didn't say that. You see, let me tell you something.
But why are you asking me about the white folks?
Let me tell you something. Ben Carson didn't know how much money that institution he worked at got from the government. And when he said those things that sound like it was insulting to the president, they cut him off because they didn't want their money cut off, okay?
Well, what does that have to do with black out-of-wedlock birth?